So where are we in Dubuque in terms of our air quality?
Over the last 10 years, the Air Quality Group has focused on two particular pollutants, PM 2.5 small particles and ozone. We've made great progress. 2008, 2010, we were close to in violation of national standards. Now we've reduced our numbers 40%. We're well below federal standards, and that's a trend that's continuing. So good for the environment and good for the economy because it doesn't create any additional restrictions on industry.
And what would some of those restrictions have been if that kind of trend line had continued back in 2008, 2010?
If you're consistently above the federal standards, you're called a non-attainment community, and that brings three negatives. The first is any transportation dollars coming to the community are held up until restrictions are removed, and those are millions of dollars every year. The second issue is that you have increased monitoring and oversight requirements for existing industry. And the third is that you cannot bring any new industry into the area until existing industry is either left or reduced. You have to make room in your pollution limit for new industry. Dubuque being down 40% is a tremendous success, and that means it's not an issue for the environment, it's not an issue for the economy.
All right. And so what are some of the efforts going forward to make sure that that trend line, that downward trend line that we're seeing in recent years continues?
Yeah, we've seen that really positive downward trend on the two areas we're concerned about, which is particulate matter and ozone. The concern I would have is that the ozone downward trend is kind of flattened out. Dubuque's fighting something, kind of a good thing. We have roughly 10,000 additional employees who come to Dubuque to work. But that means over this period of time, 10,000 additional vehicles on an average day. And so we're going to have to look at how we can improve transportation infrastructure, make some intelligent lighting systems so that there's less wait times at lights, and change the kind of fuel we use. That'll allow us to get those trends continuing down.